find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Green Bay Packers and the Minnesota Vikings. Well, he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. Big hold to the 30. And now nothing but green ahead of him. He's at the 30. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, 82 yards. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And all deep in his own territory, coughs up the football. And the Vikings pick up the football.
There's never a good place on the field to fumble the ball. Let's just call it as it is.
But definitely not in your own red zone.
In your own red zone, it's heightened, isn't it? Because you're almost automatically giving up a score and the momentum, and everything just changes for your team.
Yeah, so the kickoff fumble, now great field position. They'll run with Cook, and he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Just an unbelievable start, less than a minute in. They're already up 2 touchdowns.
You talk about getting out of the gate fast. I mean, beyond fast. That's warp speed, isn't it? To jump up with 2 scores like that in less than a minute's time, your confidence has to be elevated.
I haven't even found the right height for my chair yet. I'm still adjusting.
You mean you found a way to sit down?
I did, yeah.
Wow,
At least I got that accomplished.
I'm still standing watching this occur.
Loving the Packers now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak. And while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close. But the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now Love. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They're already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. On is the punt team now as this one sent away. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
On 2nd down, Cook. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They'll try and sneak it here. And he has the 1st down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll give him a fresh set of downs.
Do that every time.
Now Davis throwing on 1st down. His throw incomplete. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On 2nd down, it's Cook. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Go with a tight end carry. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Cook. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Davis now on 3rd down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Loving the Packers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. This one across the 45 before he's brought down. 14 yards, good for a Packer 1st down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the 1st quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. On 2nd down, Love once more. Throwing right, and that's complete. And a big gain that time. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. 21-0 our score after 1. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Throwing. Love. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the 2nd half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
They start the drive with Cook. That'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before that he always told his runners, Run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Here's Davis on 1st and 10. And a quick throw here, that's complete. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. And that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I've got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Davis. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
The Vikings on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. Here it's 3rd and 2. On 3rd and short, they'll try option left. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And finally brought down at the 38. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
Well, I'd have to say in that situation, they're lined up for a running play. It's only 3rd and 2. Some element of the pass, but that was really well blocked.
Probably call those gravy plays, right, if you're the offensive coordinator?
No doubt about it. All you're trying to do is get the 2 yards necessary for a first down. Then you look up, you got a whole lot more than that.
Yeah, they did. They got a lot more than that, indeed. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
On 2nd and 12, Davis to Jefferson on the slant. Justin Jefferson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. When they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Loving the Packers now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down. Going back to Love. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Jamal Adams. And he is all the way up past the 25.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Give to Cook out of the gun. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Third down, Dalvin Cook, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this one. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. And he's going to go down again. Third and long for Love. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And they will get the first down here as they move into field goal range as well, inside the 25.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. First down. It's Cook. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. From the gun, Davis. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Davis now. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. A big seam, and he might go all the way. 20. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll get a loose football. And the Packers pick it up. But they will not be able to capitalize as time has run out here on the first half of play. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I love the ball in there.
Well, the pressure gets to Love, and he'll go down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Love looking to throw it. Will be incomplete.
And the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
On now is the Packers punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
They run again on first down. Cook. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Off the play fake. Davis. Throw left side complete. It's Wise. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 26. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Now a run with Cook. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
They run it again with Cook. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. He'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on third down. Operating from the gun, Davis. He's going to get this one down to Cook. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now fourth down. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And that will extend the lead out to 24. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal. In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Now a handoff working right. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
This a 2nd and 7 from the 37. And he'll give it here to his running back. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. To throw now. Here's Love. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 36. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time,
this is intercepted. Picked up at the 14. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. Now Cook. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Call it a gain of a couple there as it'll leave him with a 2nd and just 3. Again, it's Cook. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 7. From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. Got an open man, finding Jefferson. And he will have the Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind a first down. On the carry, it's Cook. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, 30 yards. And the Vikings offense continues to pour it on. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
11, the Packers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Out of the gun, he'll throw. Supposed to maneuver at the 40. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he's going to get this to the 40-yard line. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Working out of the gun. Love. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. Love from the gun. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead him to fourth down. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. Past the 20. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Marquez Valdez-Scantling with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Packers get a score closer. Big fourth down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on fourth down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the fourth.
No, not at all. And they're trying to get something going after one there. But you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3.
So fourth quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense, but yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more.
3 yards on the pickup there, but they've only got it back to 3rd and 10. From the gun, Davis into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step one. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still 3-score game, though, fourth quarter. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Operating from the gun, Love. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. To throw again, Love. And he comes back with one complete. They'll get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. The Packers keeping the offense out there now as they'll go for 2. They're going to try and run. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead a little bit further. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw with this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Cook. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Love. Open on the left side. This is Valdez-Scantling. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Love. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And all the way down to the 12. It's a big play that time for the Packers. 46 yards. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ball game.
First down, going to the air with Love. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Love to throw for it on 4th. And he's unable to get away. They stop him at the line on 4th and 2. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show.
We got a plane to catch.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Davis to throw on 3rd down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And it was a game where they were off and running in the first quarter, Charles, and never looked back.
You know, partner, after a while, we always say the same thing, don't we? They set the tone early, right? They started fast. So I asked a few of my horse racing friends, do you have a term for me that we can use to cover that? And they said, yeah. When a horse breaks out like that, you say he caught a flyer out of the gate. And that's exactly what this team did today. I mean, they jumped out there, jumped on them, and were never headed.
So for Minnesota,